Yo, 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 yo. What's up, guys? It's Tim here for 23 Days in March Production Company. It is Monday. It is the first day of the week, so you know what we do here on the first day of the week. This is the day where I come to you, talk about in review the news that came out over the weekend, photography and film related. I'll also give you recommendations for podcasts, films, and I'll also give you recommendations for books. I will also spotlight 3 photographers that I think you should be checking out right now. Why do I do this? Well, I do this because I believe that as a creative, we create to inspire and we inspire to create. I try my best to live by that adage that things that I find inspiring were created by people who were trying to inspire. And so I kind of feel like I have to in turn give that knowledge to you guys, and so Mondays are all about that. Mondays are all about coming in and just starting you off with a few things that I recommend for you that you can kind of, if you are looking for a book to read during the week or looking for a podcast to listen to while you work out or drive, which for me, I do a lot of driving, so I love podcasts in that way. Or if you are looking for a film to kind of veg out on this coming weekend or during the week, this is why I am here for you. This is why I'm going to give it to you so you can do those things. Okay, you know what I am saying? Let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna start with the 3 photographers that I think you should be following or checking out right now. And the first one is J Cash on Instagram. That's JAECASHA. Shots by Cash. And he is a portrait photographer, filmmaker, writer, all around creative. I went to school with J Cash, went to high school with him. He was a ball player back then, and now he's getting into photography, and I love his work. I think it's really dope what he's doing. He's passionate about it. So if you're a model and you are looking for a photographer to shoot with my man J Cash. It's gonna give you some great, amazing work. I follow the guy and I love his story, and I love how he continues to just thrive and push forward and make it work for him. But I love his work. Salute to you, brother. The other person that I want you to check out is Daniel Featherstone. Daniel Featherstone is a street and fine art photographer, and I believe he does most of his work either in New York or some other urban city, and it's all street photography on his page. I love his work because he captures moments of realness, and that's the only way I can put it. He's a street photographer, and his work always just seems to kind of come out of left field. When I'm when I'm scrolling on IG, I'll immediately come across one of his photos, and I know from instinct that that's a Daniel Featherstone photo. I enjoy his work. I enjoy what he does, and because I once had a thing for street photography and still do to this day, and Anita enjoys street photography, I follow a lot of street photographers because it's something that as a creative I enjoy. And the last one is Alexis Gian, and I hope that I said that name right. You can reach her at Alexis Gian Photography. She is a amazing photographer, and she specializes in branding, lifestyle portraits, and she's out of Kansas City. I love Alexis's work because it is beautiful photography. One of the things that I love is melanated photography. I love photography that's melodic and flows, and I love photography that plays on Black love and plays on Black adventure and Black creativity and all of those things. And Alexis does that with her work, and I salute you for doing that. Go check her out, and if you do check her out, just let her know that 23 Days in March sent you. So those are the 3 photographers that I recommend you check out this week. Let's keep going. Got a few more things to cover. So this week, the podcast that I recommend, the 6-Figure Podcast with Ben Hartley. The 6-Figure Podcast with Ben Hartley, an award-winning wedding photographer and video and photographer educator, talks with other industry experts about how to market and grow your photography business. I don't know about you, but if you came to this channel because you are a photographer or aspiring photographer, then I hope and pray that you're looking for ways to monetize yourself. I'm hoping and pray that you're looking for ways to grow your business so that you can become a a person that is sufficient on their means, which is what I want to do. I want to be self-sufficient on my photography. I want my photography to take me places in this world that I never thought possible. I enjoy listening to this podcast because there's so many insightful things that you can do to increase your exposure, to increase your marketability, to increase your income, your client-based income. Every time I listen to this podcast, I am hit with jewel after jewel after jewel about what I can do to make my photography business grow. Even though it's centered in photography, if you listen to this podcast, there are other avenues that kind of that you could grow in that are not just photography. He has one episode where he talks to an event planner, another episode where he talks to someone who is a proposal planner. So I love this podcast. I listen to it all the time when I'm doing my Instacart shops throughout the week, packed full of nuggets and knowledge. I'm going to link in the description box the episode that I find the most informative and I think you should check out first. And then, of course, listen to all of his stuff. Leave a review for his podcast. And if you do, tell them that 23 Days and March production company sent you. We're going to keep this thing going. So we're going to talk about some films, movies that I recommend, that I enjoy. And the first one is Mangrove. It's a film directed by Steve McQueen, the same Steve McQueen that directed 12 Years a Slave. It's on Amazon Prime. You'll find it under the section called Small Axes that Steve McQueen made in part with Amazon Studios. It is a true story of the Mangrove Nine who clashed with London police in 1970. The trial that followed was the first judicial acknowledgement of behavior motivated by racial hatred within the Metropolitan Police. It is an amazing story. It is an amazing piece of work, piece of history, and preserved in a way that only Steve McQueen can. The man is an amazing director, and I love his work. 12 Years a Slave was amazing, and this is just as good. It is a piece that will remind you that even though we have come so far in years, we have not come so far in attitude about people and about the way we live our life. If you're looking for a movie or a conscious piece to kind of dig into for the week, I recommend The Mangrove. You're gonna love it. I'll have the link in the description box below for it. Another reason I recommend it is because from a filmmaker standpoint, it takes creative expression to the next level. I like the colors of this film. I like the way that they shot, edit, and placement of actors in certain scenes in this film. If you're a photographer, if you're a videographer, and you want a little brief history on how to make a good film, check out The Mangrove. You won't be disappointed. Now, for books, the last book that I've actually read or listened to was on Audible. I love Audible. I don't get paid to say that, but I love Audible. It's an amazing source for books. And the book that I'm choosing this week to highlight and recommend is going to be a book from Malcolm Gladwell entitled Outliers. Genius is overrated. Success is not just about innate ability. It's combined with a number of key factors such as opportunity, meaningful hard work, and your cultural legacy. Random factors of chance, such as when and where you were born, can influence the opportunities you have. Man, listen, if that title or if that synopsis doesn't sell you, listen to the first chapter and you will be hooked from go. It's an amazing book. It's an inspiring book. It takes you on an emotional journey that helps you to see and understand that, one, we don't do this alone. It takes a village to make someone great. Two, that no one is successful by happenstance. You're not born into success. Success does not breed you. You breed success. You push forward and become who you want to be, but you need a village and you need a mantra, you need an idea and you need a purpose and you need the right time to be alive, which is now, to be successful. And that's what this book kind of reflects on. It's an easy listen. Malcolm Gladwell actually narrates it. He can slice butter with his voice. It's just so mesmerizing. Check out that book, listen to it. If you've already checked it out, let me know what you thought about it in the box below in the comments. All right, so I think that's it. I think that's all for this week. Listen, it's Monday. Let's go get it. Let's be warriors of our week. Let's crush this week. Let's get out there with good vibrations. Let's get out there with the tenacity to face this week head on and make this week the best week of your life. Make this week the best week of your life. Start your vlog, start your book, start your podcast, start your movie. Take your dog out for a walk, wash the dishes, take the trash out, buy some coffee for the office. Tell some random person that they're beautiful because they are. Be happy. It's Monday. You got no reason not to be happy. It's the fresh start of a work week. Let's go out there and get it. Let's all go out there and get it. All right. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. You know what Wednesdays are. If you don't know what Wednesdays are just advice days. Good days for advice. Middle of the week, photography and film advice. And on this week's this week coming, if you're watching, depending on when you're watching this video, this week coming will basically be the top 3 lenses that I say you must have in your kit if you are looking for lenses. But yeah, we out, right? Let's go get it. Y'all have a good week. We'll see y'all later in the week. Be positive. Peace and a bottle of hair grease.